You guys remember when things were getting real messy between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, right? The back and forth between them had everyone talking. Well, during that whole drama, Cardi made a serious claim. She said that Nicki was diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar disorder almost 9 years ago. Now, Nicki didn't exactly deny the accusation. Instead, she brushed it off, saying that Cardi was just obsessed with digging up gossip about her. That response left a lot of people wondering. Maybe there was some truth to what Cardi said. Many online started speculating, saying things like, "Look at how Nicki's been acting. Maybe Cardi's right." Around that same time, GucciMane and his wife Keyshia Ka'oir appeared on The Breakfast Club for an interview. And we all know how Nicki feels about that show. She's made it clear that she believes they're biased against her and that they've always favored people connected to Roc Nation. In that interview, Gucci opened up about his mental health, admitting that he was once diagnosed with schizophrenia too. But his case was caused by heavy drug and lean use. He and Keyshia spoke in depth about the struggles and recovery process. Now here's where things get interesting. Because right after Cardi accused Nicki of having schizophrenia, this interview with Gucci drops, focusing on that same illness. So naturally, fans started connecting the dots and assuming Nicki wasn't happy about it. But before jumping to conclusions, let's listen to what Gucci and Keyshia actually said. And then, we'll break down Nicki's response to all of this.
For you, what was it like just trying to protect the business that you guys have built while
I have a
he's
system.
personally...
I take his apps off his phone. First thing I do, I delete Instagram. I delete everything. Even if I got to change his password, I'm changing it because I don't need the public to know he's having an episode. You realize you'd never know about any other episodes since September 13th because I control that. Because you're not going on Instagram, you're not going on Twitter, it's deleted. You know, and I just control everything at home. And now before the episodes come, I catch it. So that's why he hasn't had another one. And how you catch that is he doesn't speak to you. He wants to be left alone. He don't eat. He does not sleep. Text messages, there's a period after each word. And I'm like, you're going through an episode. You're sick. No, I'm not. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Why do you think that? You're not speaking to me. Well, there's nothing to talk about. I said, well, that's not how you speak to your wife. And I'm like, you're sick. And we snap out of it right then.
Wow. You know, we heard Kim this week say how Kanye just used to give away their cars and stuff when he would go through episodes. And in the book, you talk about,
I did that.
You just used to be giving away stuff.
I gave away jewelry.
Money.
So that's what GucciMane had to say. And honestly, big respect to him for being brave enough to open up about his mental health. You don't see many artists, especially in hip-hop, being that transparent about their struggles. It takes courage to admit something like that publicly. And by doing so, he's actually helping raise awareness and breaking the stigma around mental illness. Now, I'm not going to play the entire interview here, but if you haven't already, definitely check it out on The Breakfast Club's channel. Gucci even mentioned that he's released a book where he goes into even more detail about his journey and everything he's been through mentally and emotionally. But once that clip started going viral, things took an unexpected turn. Many of Nicki Minaj's fans, the Barbs, were not happy about it. Some of them felt that Charlamagne the God was subtly trying to drag Nicki into the conversation, like he wanted to mention her name so badly but couldn't do it directly. Other fans took it even further, saying that this whole situation felt like a setup. According to them, The Breakfast Club intentionally timed this interview to make Nicki look bad, especially since Cardi B had just accused her of being schizophrenic. They believe it was a way to connect Gucci's story about schizophrenia to Nicki's name and create more negative buzz around her. Of course, not everyone agreed with that. Some people defended Gucci, saying he was simply telling his own truth and sharing his personal experience. Nothing more. Nothing less. But while this debate was heating up online, Nicki Minaj herself decided to speak out. And in typical Nicki fashion, she didn't hold back. Nicki took to social media and dropped a series of posts that immediately grabbed everyone's attention. She claimed that Gucci's wife, Keyshia, had been trying to imitate her for years, saying she's been dying for the spotlight. Nicki went on to say that Keyshia was only there to keep Gucci sedated, and that Gucci actually couldn't stand Deborah Antony, who's been a major figure in the industry. Nicki didn't stop there. She called out Charlamagne, labeling him a fraud and accusing Jay-Z and his team of using iHeartRadio to push a campaign against her and her family. She even warned people, saying, "Bookmark this tweet. Y'all really don't understand who I am? Bring it. Let's play." She mentioned that her home had been swatted multiple times, even while her toddler was inside, and demanded that the LAPD release evidence of those incidents. She also called on Republic Records to stand up for her publicly. To top it all off, Nicki posted a few photos of Jay-Z, captioning them with a bold message, "Am I your karma?" And just when everyone thought she was done, Nicki responded to another part of the interview. When Gucci was asked if he had apologized to everyone he lashed out at during his past mental health episodes, including Nicki herself. Here's how that moment went down.
No one helped him because he's the artist. No one is going to say, Gucci, you're not well. Gucci, you need medicine. They just keep on giving him the weed, giving him the drugs, and he keep on keeping on. No one took the time to like, damn, dog, something is really wrong with you.
You know, when you break down in the book that September 13th episode, right?
Yeah.
And you said you don't even remember a lot of the things that you said. Did you have to go back and say, you know what, let me fix some of those situations?
Yes. I was super embarrassed and hurt by the things I said because, like, I wasn't well then, right? So then I got locked up. So a lot of those people who I was saying stuff to, they were like, they ain't never gonna mess with me no more. So even when I got out 3 years later, I still was like, I apologize to Ross, Drake, Nicki, like all them people accepted my apology. They just don't know. It's like a weight off my shoulders.
So you guys just heard it. GucciMane did in fact apologize to Nicki Minaj during that interview. But Nicki didn't take it lightly. She went straight to social media and shared a message that left a lot of people scratching their heads. She wrote, "Sorry to all the inspiring artists and young superstars in the making. You're not on the radio being interviewed because the agenda needs to be pushed first. If you can't see what's happening, may you be forever cursed. You're already blind. Now you're cursed too. Now, honestly, I'm a bit confused here. From what we all saw, Gucci wasn't trying to shade Nicki at all. He openly apologized to her and seemed sincere. The rest of the interview was mainly about his mental health journey, his struggles, his healing, and what he's learned along the way. So it's not really clear why Nicki is reacting this strongly. Maybe something else is happening behind the scenes that we don't know about. But from the outside looking in, it seems like all this tension started because of the schizophrenia talk. Cardi B brought up that claim about Nicki supposedly being diagnosed with schizophrenia, and then shortly after, Gucci goes on The Breakfast Club and talks about his own experience with the same illness. It's easy to see why Nicki might feel like this timing was a bit too coincidental, almost like it was done intentionally, to feed into Cardi's narrative. That could explain why she feels attacked or targeted right now. As for Gucci's wife, Keyshia, honestly, I didn't think Gucci said anything wrong. The only thing I noticed, and I know a lot of viewers felt this too, was that Keyshia seemed to take over the conversation a little too much. It felt like Gucci wanted to open up more, but she kept stepping in and answering for him. That's really my only critique of the interview. Other than that, it seemed like a genuine and honest conversation. But clearly, Nicki saw it from a completely different angle, and that's what's making this whole situation blow up online. But honestly, aside from all the drama, I really don't see anything wrong with GucciMane opening up about his mental health. If anything, it's good that he's sharing his experience. It helps normalize the conversation for others who might be going through the same thing. Still, this entire situation has turned into complete chaos. Now, some of Nicki Minaj's fans, the Barbs, have been digging deeper, saying that Keyshia Ka'oir, Gucci's wife, might actually be cool with Cardi B. They're not best friends or anything, but apparently they follow each other on social media, and on many of Keyshia's posts, you can actually hear Cardi B's songs playing in the background. So fans started putting two and two together, saying maybe Nicki was right all along, that this might have been some kind of setup or at least some shady timing, considering the tension between Nicki and Cardi. But again, that's just speculation at this point. Things got even messier when Tasha K jumped into the conversation and took aim at Keyshia. She said, "So glad GucciMane got a woman to hold him down through those mental health battles. But it's an alleged shame that his baby mama called me saying he don't do nothing for his alleged autistic son. Keyshia got him sedated AF. Pray for Gucci and that alleged autistic baby. Secure your kid's future, Keyshia. Everything is alleged. Even my name is allegedly, yeah." That comment really stirred things up even more. As of now, neither GucciMane nor Keyshia has responded to Tasha K's statement or any of the online rumors. But you can bet that if they do, it's going to shake the internet again. So, what do you guys think about all of this? Is Nicki overreacting, or is there really something deeper going on behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts down below. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you all in the next video.